Good wishes, dear students. The concept you will be learning in today's class is chemical properties of glycol. Glycol, IUPAC name of it is ethane 1,2 diol, meaning 2 carbon atom, hence we call it as an ethane. First carbon also has got an alcohol group and a second carbon also has got an alcohol, that is an hydroxyl group. So we write it ethane 1,2 diol. When we treat with phosphorus triiodide in the presence of a hydrogen iodide, two molecules of water goes out. So if you take two molecules of HI, OH from here, H from here goes out as a one water molecule. Similarly, OH from here, H from here goes out as another molecule of water. So the places of hydroxyl ions are replaced by the incoming iodide group. So we get CH2I and CH2I, IUPAC name of it 1,2 diiodoethane. Regarding organic chemistry, remember or keep a clue in mind. When you see any product written within the square bracket, it stands for it's an intermediate compound or an unstable compound. In the preparation of converting ethane 1,2 diol to ethene, in between an unstable product is being formed, and that is written within the square bracket. So further 1,2 diiodoethane, when we treat, iodine molecule goes out, we get ethene, that is CH2 double bond CH2. It's an easy one. All you need to remember, glycol, when you treat with phosphorus triiodide, we get ethene. The second chemical property, here again glycol or ethane 1,2 diol, when you treat with two molecules of nitric acid, that is HNO3, for to show the removal of water molecule, purposely I have written split and written HNO2 and O. Here again water molecule is lost, two water molecule goes out. So hydrogen from here, two times you can write it in similar manner, so you will understand how the water molecule is going out. Hydrogen from here and oxygen, so goes out as a H2O, one molecule of water. So because two molecules of nitric acid we are taking, similar type of reaction also takes place. Hydrogen from here, one more hydrogen and one more oxygen combines together and goes out as another molecule of water. As a result, ethane 1,2 diol, when you treat with the two molecules of nitric acid, two molecules of water is lost. Left over CH2O, this NO2 comes and joins here. So you get CH2O, NO2. Down again CH2O you've got an NO2. So the name of the compound is 1,2 dinitroxyethene, or we can also call it as a dinitroglycol. Okay, this is the whether you treat with a phosphorus triiodide or a nitric acid we get. In this case phosphorus triiodide gives us ethene to be the product. Ethane 1,2 diol, when you treat with a nitric acid we get dinitroglycol or 1,2 dinitroxyethane we get here. It's not an ethene, it's an ethane. Moving back to the third type of reaction, that is dehydration reaction. The word dehydration again talks about removal of water molecule. Glycol, when we heat it to a temperature of 773 Kelvin, water molecule is lost. So OH from here or H, or you can consider OH from here and H, any one thing is same. CH2, after the losing of water molecule we are left with one oxygen. So these two group of CH2 combines with the oxygen. Hence CH2O, CH2. The name of the product is 1,2 epoxyethane, or another common name will be oxyrane. Such an easy reactions to remember. All you need to remember in terms of chemical properties, what are we treating it with, what's the final product. Remember, whether you treat with a phosphorus triiodide or a nitric acid, or heating to these two gives you the ethene and 1,2 dinitroxyethane. But here also water molecule is lost, here also water molecule is lost. Dehydration reaction also water molecule is lost, but the products are different. One more, Glycol when you treat with a anhydrous zinc chloride or a dilute H2SO4. Here again water molecule is lost. As a result of losing a water molecule, we get an intermediate compound. I told you what's the meaning of intermediate compound. An unstable compound we got here. That is ethanol we get here. CH2 double bond CH, OH we get here. During the when it gets reacted, tautomerization reaction takes place. About this reaction, you have learnt it in your standard 11 very clearly. What happens? This hydrogen goes in here. One double bond from here shifts to here. As a result, we get an aldehyde group. CH2 becomes, after the addition of hydrogen, CH3. CHO. This CHO you can write it because carbonyl group you need to show the presence of double bond. So you can write it CH3, that is CHO. If you write it carbon with a double bond O and hydrogen. So if you look for a number of bond 1, 2, 3, 4, it's a balanced bond. So ethanol, either you can write it in this form or in this form, they are one and the same. So ethane 1,2 diol, when you treat either with a anhydrous zinc chloride or a dilute H2SO4, you get an aldehyde to be the final product. Moving on to one more general chemical chemical properties. 2 molecules of ethane 1,2 diol. So far we wrote it in a kind of chain form, CH2OH and below that CH2OH. If you split and write it in the straight line, it will be OH, CH2, CH2OH, meaning one carbon is having an hydroxyl group, another carbon is also having an hydroxyl group. So 2 molecules of ethane 1,2 diol. When we treat with concentrated H2SO4, here again 2 water molecule is lost. So losing a water molecule, OH from here and H from here. So if you put together 1 molecule of water, if the OH is lost from here, only hydrogen will be lost here and OH from here. So all you need to show is one side removal of OH, the other side removal of hydrogen, or the vice versa also you can take it. So 2 molecules of water is lost. So here again we get CH2, CH2, CH2 will remain as it is. Here they are combined with the oxygen. This side also they are combined with the oxygen. So we get 1,4 dioxane we get. And the last one, oxidation of glycol. So regarding chemical properties of glycol, everywhere, whether you treat with a phosphorus triiodide or a nitric acid or heat to the temperature of 773 Kelvin, or you are treating it with the anhydrous zinc chloride or a dilute H2SO4, or treating it with a concentrated H2SO4, everywhere water molecule is being lost, final products are differing. The last one, oxidation of glycol. Here the oxidizing agents can be nitric acid or alkaline potassium permanganate. It looks long but a very easy one. Already I have told you in the previous class, oxidation when you say addition of oxygen takes place. Now glycol formula CH2OH, CH2OH. Oxidation, addition of oxygen. So CH2, when we say one hydrogen from here combines with this OH, goes out as a water molecule. As a result, oxygen is coming in. So we get CHO. This, out of the 2 hydrogen, one combines with the OH and goes out as a water molecule. You are left with 1 hydrogen, CHO. The CH2OH remains as it is. Further, when you oxidation, another oxygen gets added to. So CHO becomes COOH and CH2OH remains as it is. So the upper portion of the reaction is completed. Now the lower one, CH2OH. Further, when you treat with the oxygen, out of the CH2, 1 hydrogen combines with the OH and goes out as a water molecule. So we are left with CHO. Further, when you are oxidizing, another addition of oxygen takes place. So COOH already converted into, the lower one also is converted into COOH. So only so much in terms of oxidation of glycol. You needn't remember anything. Just first do the conversion for the upper part of the reaction. Once it's converted into acid, that COOH, then come down to the lower one. Just keep on showing addition of oxygen. At first you need to show the removal of water molecule. In 1 mark point of view, name of this compound, you will be given the molecular formula, names will be asked for it. So the first one, as usual, you know that to be ethane 1,2 diol. The second one, that is CHO, CH2OH, is called as a glycolic aldehyde. And the third one, that is COOH, CH2OH, is called as a glycolic acid. And the fourth one, COOH, CHO, glyoxalic acid. And the last one, COOH, and another COOH, is called as an oxalic acid. So the name of the compound you need to know. Reactions may be given sometimes. You will be asked in terms of objective question. Name of the compound you will have to write down. And one more method here. The CHO, that's the second one, glycolic aldehyde, when we treat with an oxidation. So what happens? Hydrogen can be lost from here. So water molecule, hydrogen will combine with the OH and go out as a water molecule. So we are left with CHO. One hydrogen is here, oxygen is coming in. So you can get, instead of 2 molecules of acid, you can get 2 molecules of aldehyde. So the name of it will be ethane 1,2 diol. So oxidation of glycol with a periodic acid, a very important reaction. Periodic, 2 types of oxidation. One making use of oxidizing agent nitric acid or alkaline KMnO4. The other one with a periodic acid, a very simple reaction. Ethane 1,2 diol. Periodic acid molecular formula is HiO4. When you treat in the presence of a H plus ion, water molecule is lost. So you know that either you can show OH from here H, or a OH and H, anything, water molecule is lost. Now we are left with CH2O and CH2. This oxygen combines with a hydrogen and goes out as a OH here. That does not go out. It forms a hydroxyl group here. You are left with iodide with a 4 oxygen. So CH2O out of the 4 oxygen. Now iodide, CH2 and CH2 as it is you are writing down. Iodide is surrounded with a 4 oxygen. So oxygen here and oxygen here. 2 more oxygens are there. Double bonded with another oxygen. Double bonded with another oxygen. So we are making up to CH2. CH2's come back. This oxygen combines with hydrogen and forms a hydroxyl group. Now we need to account for the IO4. So IO4 is surrounded by, so one side you show the double bond O, the other side with a single bond. Double bond O and a single bond. Now how does the splitting takes place? Further, when we treat with, this bond gets shifted here. This bond gets shifted here and this bond gets shifted here. So finally we get formaldehyde, that is CHC double bond H, or you can also write it as a HCHO. That's a formaldehyde. So 2 molecules of formaldehyde along with a HiO3. Thank you.